Alright, so last time on Nier Gestalt, we had, the time before that, we had basically done the, entirety of the storyline as it pertains to Facade. But the last time, we didn't do any of the side quests because they weren't available yet. So we did. That's basically what we did last time. Was like all the side quests in Facade. Uh, a few of them were quite the doozy. Like one of them was we had to collect 10 wolf pelts to help a man get a gift for his wife who he cheated on. She did not really take too kindly to that. And we had to find a missing girl who, her boyfriend thought she was dead, but actually it turned out she was fine. And then when we went to go talk to her about it, she's like, boyfriend? What boyfriend? And I'm like, something going on here? And then, what? Really? I'm already... Oh, did I never sell it? I must have not sold it from last time. Okay. So we're gonna start today by harvesting our crops from last time. While I, talk. The main story thing we did is after we did all the side quests in Facade, we finally checked in with Yona, and she said she was fine. Then she's like, are you gonna stay the night, Dad? And I'm like, yeah, I'll stay the night. And then we had this strange dream involving a silver-haired boy who kept mouthing words that we couldn't quite understand. I'm going right past the store. We're going, mouthing words that we couldn't quite understand. Are you the grocer? No, what store are you? Oh, you're not a shirt. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I already talked to those people. I wanted to talk to the grocer.
Hello.
We had this weird dream involving the, yeah, like I said, a silver-haired boy who kept, like, talking, but we couldn't hear him at first. Then he eventually made, like, eventually we, like, could read his lips, and he, made the word, and then, like, he made the words, first was sealed verse, then, dream was the second word, and then forest of myth was the, last phrase. And when we woke up, talked to Yona, she said she also had a similar dream. Like, I think she basically explained she had the exact same dream as we did. And then when we went to go check in with Popola about it, she she told us she got a strange letter from a village within the Forest of Myth. And so basically we decided that we were going to go to the Forest of Myth and see what the deal is. So that will probably be the bulk of today's stream. Be checking out the Forest of Myth. After I'm done harvesting all this rice, of course. Like I said last time, I thought we were done with all the side quests. I went and looked. Apparently there's one more that you can miss. Oh, hey, XP, how's it going, dude? Maybe the grocer's right here. I keep running right past the grocer. I'm not intending to. How are you doing today, XP? Where's that? Rice must be all the way up here. I should have just went down. It would have been a lot faster. No, there's one more side quest apparently that could apparently be easily missed because it's not triggered in the way that you would think it's missing. You farming on Genshin? Nice. Yes, I have. We have done quite a bit in Nier. Yeah, Nier's going really well so far. We've done like a whole brunt of the side quests for the first part. Because like I said last time, I kind of accidentally know that this game is kind of like set up in 2 parts. Only because when I was looking at the side quests, it's like, like side quests on like a guide. Because I like to do side quests if I can. It was kind of, the guide was kind of set up, oh, side quest part 1, side quest part 2. Is like, okay, well, I guess this game is in 2 parts. Whoops. I don't know anything about the story, like the main story, as it pertains to the 2 parts. So I'm good on that. I just know that the game is set up in 2 parts. So we'll see why the game is set up in 2 parts. I'm sure that there's a big story reason for it. I just don't know what it is yet. So after I finish up here in the garden, we're gonna go do the last side story, and then we will kick the last side story for part 1, and then we will kick off going to the Forest of Myth. Alright, last one, and then we have to water them. So we have to go all the way back to the beginning and then water them all. That's okay. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my cat jumping around. Did I water this one? I did. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, the cat's gonna get comfy now. No, just trigger it. There we go. The last row, and then we will go do the final side quest, and then crack on with the main story. The last side quest is in Seafront. I thought I got it. But I think it involves Facade, so I wasn't able to get it until I unlocked Facade. And apparently the trigger for it is kind of weird, which is why it's apparently missable. Because it doesn't just trigger normally, apparently it has a weird trigger. We'll see what that means here in a sec. Oh, Kaine's still here. Where, I wonder where she sleeps at night, because she doesn't want to come in any of the towns, so where's she sleeping? Nothing over there. Let's just go to Seafront. I don't know what a tree branch must be useful for something. Okay. Sometimes there's one that there's a trigger. It spawns right around the corner. All right. And the load zone is deep in that path. Like you gotta go all the way down. Apparently, it's over here. Then... Hey, you gotta help me out. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble. See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. But she won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant. Now, that seems rather selfish of her. No, it's not like that. She's just a girl who appreciates the finer things in life. First class all the way, right? You know the type. Oh, I know the type. Yeah, we call them gold diggers. That's what we call them.
Hey.
I tell you, there isn't another girl out there as high class as mine. Okay, so the thing was we had to talk to him.
Hey.
You're gonna love this. This is why this quest is apparently, like, easily missed. You have to go talk to that guy, leave, which I will do in a second here. Leave, go back to the village, and get the quest from Devila there. Which is like, yeah, I can see why that quest gets missed a lot. Like, why would you... Like, I wonder if I could just leave the town and then load it back in. I'm gonna try that rather than having to go all the way back to the village. But I read that you had to leave, go back to the village, and get the quest from Devila. And I was like, I'm wondering if I could just leave Seafront, load the Southern Plains, and then go back into Seafront and grab the quest without having to go talk to Devila. If not, then whatever. It's whatever, right? We'll just go back and talk to Devlin. But if I can like, you know, cut out that part of the journey, I'd rather do that because, you know, that would save me having to walk back to the seafront. I mean, back to the village, talking to Devlin, running back to seafront. Sea turtle. Interesting. We'll grab these first, and then we'll go talk to the dude if he's available. I hope he's available, otherwise I'm gonna be like... I'm gonna be like, really, Yoko Taro? You let that go through? Okay, good, we can just talk to him. Excellent. I just shaved off a bunch of walking back and forth time. Hey, guess what? I went shopping with my girl a little while back. You mean the girl who won't date you unless you take her to a fancy restaurant? Yeah, that's her. Anyway, there was this really amazing piece of jewelry on sale, so I bought it for her. I thought she'd be pretty impressed, but she refused to take it. She said that only commoners wear jewelry that was on sale. Yeah, she's a gold digger, that's for sure. She's definitely a gold digger. She sounds like a real class act. Oh, she is? I should have known her better than to try and impress her with such shabby flim-flam. Next time I'll ask the merchant to double the price. That should impress her, right? Are you certain this woman even cares for you? Of course she does. You humans certainly have complex and exhausting mating rituals.
Hey.
Oh my god. Maybe we do have to go grab the quest from Devla. Otherwise he's just like boasting about how he's getting taken for a ride by a gold digger. And he doesn't... He's too dumb to even realize it. Buddy, you're getting taken for a ride. Oh. What's here? Apparently I'm full up on all my drops. It's like, cause I got... It's like, eventually it's like, I'll just find those naturals. Like, dude, I'm farming, I'm literally gardening for money. Why don't I just use that money to buy stuff? It's like, what else am I gonna do? Let it sit? What am I, a madman? Oh, Big and Ugly's back. Now, we could fight Big and Ugly, but he always seems to come back occasionally, and I'm almost like, it's not worth fighting him? Because it takes a long time. Like, you know, the only benefit I seem to ever get out of it is like, yeah, sure, I get another word. But, you know, sometimes the word is shit. I guess that's like the RNG you gotta, like, deal with. Woo, mama. Alright. Kaine's attacking him. We might as well. think his backside is his weak point, like literally. I don't know. Whatever. We'll get him down eventually. If I could do it without getting hurt, that would be great. Now that I said it, I'm gonna jinx myself and I'm gonna get hit. It kinda sucks, kind of. Oh shit, don't get that close to him. Well, you could. Ah, I knew it. Well, there goes 1,000 G. 2,000 G. Ah, well. That's a new attack. I think he's done that before. I'm getting caught on Kaine's corpse. I'm trying to get behind his ass. He's very good. Oh, Connie's dead again. He'll be back in a bit, don't worry. I'm sure everything's fine. I didn't even get a word that time. He's really not worth fighting. Guess he's worth XP. But my next level is not for 13,000 more XP. But like, even if he was worth XP, it's probably marginal at best. Unless he was worth a lot, and then, you know, maybe that number was like 15,000 before. I have no idea, I didn't look. That's a lot of you. Yeah. Now I gotta go buy now I gotta buy some more health salves.
Hey.
I'd buy medicinal herbs, but you can literally find them in the village at the harvest spots. You just gotta hope that there are some harvest spots.
Listen, just let me know if I can help.
It doesn't look like... Looks like I've harvested them too many times. This today, maybe, I don't know. I have to wait till they reset again. Nope. It's like I thought I saw one. No, I didn't. Oh, there is one. Okay, that's probably a medicinal herb. There we go. Now we just need one more. And apparently there's a... I forgot that these are spawns too. There we go. Now there's 10. Can I fish from this beach, technically? Oh, you could. You don't have to fish from there. You can fish from the beach. You don't have to fish where the boat was. You can fish from the beach. I wonder... I don't know if that would mean the haul would be different. No idea. Anyway, Devila does indeed have the quest, so let's just grab it from her. Instead of keep talking to him. Let's see what work I've got for you today. Pride of a lover. Oh, brother, this one's rich. Some guy wants to give a gift to a woman, and he needs your help. Write down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details. Yeah, it's that guy.
Hey.
Alright, so if the guy is, if the big dude is back here in the Southern Plains, we're just gonna ignore him. Because there's a lot of downsides to fighting him and not many upsides. So, we're just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore you. I feel sorry for those deer, but you know they're getting messed up. Like I said, there's a lot of downsides to fighting that guy, and not many upsides, apparently, so we're gonna ignore him. Maybe if he became easier to fight, like if I got a higher level, he'd be better. But as it is currently, there's a lot of downsides to fighting him, and not many upsides, so... I'm gonna ignore it. Don't mind that, that's just Bloom Beach, where they turned the bloom up really high. Don't ask why, I have no idea. The bloom is insane. Like, why is it so much?
Hey.
Hey, I heard you can get inside Facade, right? Yeah, but I don't really want to... Oh, perfect! Listen, there's something there that you have to get for me. Yeah, more side quests. Hey, Achievement Slayer, how's it going, dude? My girl wants a new accessory, but it has to be made from this really rare metal that they carry in Facade's Strange Things store. So, next time you're there, could you buy some for me? I think it's called fluorite. Please? I don't gotta do nothing. I mean, yeah. Your funeral, pal. Oh, thank you. This is fantastic.
Such affection. This man has clearly been entranced by his lover.
If you ask me, I think he's being played.
Oh, absolutely.
Whatever do you mean?
Maybe this is one of those things that a magical grimoire just can't understand.
Ridiculous. There is nothing beyond my knowledge.
Must be nice.
Yeah, this, this guy is getting played by his girl. He's like, oh, it's like, oh, my girl only appreciates the finer things in life. It's like, no, dude, you're getting, your girl's a gold digger. That's what she is. It's like, she wants, I don't think she actually cares about you. Oh, like a Big and Ugly's still there. I'm gonna ignore Big and Ugly because still ignoring him because it's still not worth fighting him. Like, I think. Oh, he... Ooh, that's a bit close. Don't want to risk that. Oh, she's gonna start attacking him. I'm not. I'm gonna go away. You go right ahead, Kaede. I ain't attacking him. It's not worth fighting him. It really is not. Alright, so we're going back to Facade.
The Black Scrawl's here too?
It's everywhere, dude. Everywhere. There's no escape. Did I remember did I ask you how you were doing today, Achievement Slayer? I don't remember. We're going over here to this side. One last trip to Facade. Well, maybe not one last trip, but I'm sure there'll be other trips. Just Ah, yeah. I'm good on the medicinal herbs. I'm assuming all this ore and stuff is for upgrading weapons. I haven't actually looked. I forget if you did ask, but you're doing well. You went to go see the mental health counselor and went to get family to work. Oh, how was your? Hopefully you had a good therapy session. I'm assuming it was for therapy. Is what you went to the counselor for? Hopefully you had a good therapy session. Remember, the desert doesn't have much. Wait, you certainly did? That's good. Mental health issues suck. Oh, Oops, I accidentally. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's this way. Yeah. Alright, let's go see if there's something at the Strange Things goods. Hello, boys! Your benefactor's back. Hello, ladies. Strange Things good. Strange good things over here.
Hey.
Hey, do you have any fluorite for sale? I'm sorry, sir, but the mine that supplied us with that material has been exhausted. Oh. There is possibly some inside the Baron Temple, of course. The rules, of course, forbid me from entering the temple, but if you were to go... Well... Hell, I'm already in this thing up to my eyeballs. I might as well finish the job. Now we're going to the Baron Temple. Here I thought we were going to get to the Forest of Myth today. It's increasingly seeming less likely. That's okay. If we don't get to it today, we'll just get to it next time. Hey, Rose, how's it going? Oh, don't get caught by one of those. Oh, there's a thing over there. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, okay, you're in class, so you have Twitch muted? Alright. So... At least we don't have to do the trials again. We just gotta fight spiders, apparently. Spiders actually could be kind of dangerous. I don't know, it's like, oh, it's just spiders. Spiders are kind of dangerous, dude. Their poison can really knacker me. I let them. Like, just like that. Oh my god, there's like little baby spiders too? Oh my god. Oh, bats? Really? Oh my god. I can't aim up. Oh. Bats on a 2D section? Are you kidding me? And then more spiders, okay. Oh my god, he's swinging! Oh, that's how he spawns little ones. That's funny. Come down from there! That's right. Are they like suiciding into me? Is that what's happening? Oh my god, there's so many, and of course Kaine's useless as always. Where'd he go? There he is. How did this happen? Ah, it wasn't enough to knock you down. Get the fuck down. Did I have spiders on me? What just happened? Wait a minute, I didn't even notice if that were the case. Oh, this is the door we... No, this is the door we came through. Never mind. I was supposed to go back out. We were just here, like, not too long ago. I already forgot the freaking layout. That's embarrassing. Well, apparently that door doesn't exist. That's interesting. Will we come back here later? Because that's still sealed. Do I just need the one fluorite? Or do I need multiple fluorite? Let's see what the quest says. I've obtained a fluorite. Bring it to the man. Okay. I guess we're done here? I just needed to look for fluorite? Just want to make sure. Oh shit, shades. Huh. Why am I like, oh shit, shades? These are like... I don't know. There we go. I'm not gonna go in the boss. I don't even know if you can go in the boss store. Ow! Oh, you must have ringed out. Oh, God! Oh, a dirty bag. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Well, I think we're done here. I'm not gonna go into the other room. There's no need to. We got the fluorite. That door must unseal later. I was thinking, no, I wouldn't link from the other room, the basement. Oh. So you do have to at least, okay. We have to come back through here, deal with the bat again. Can I, like, kill the bat before it goes 2D? No, I can't. Of course not. Why would I? Why would I be able to? Oh, dear. Oh, you bastard. Oh, okay, that one was me. I hate this bat. My God. Actually, I more hate that it's freaking 2D. That's the issue here. Oh my God! You motherfucker! That one was on me, panicking too much. Hey, Bugs. Oh, I can't even harvest him! Cause he's in the frickin' sand! That was not worth it. Am I winning? Eventually. How are you doing today, Bugs? Now, there was a bit of, losing, but we eventually won. You doing fine? That's good. I'm doing alright. Feeling a little, like, tired and sluggish, but that's probably because I just I'm pretty sure I overslept, and that's why I'm feeling like I am. Where's the city? The city is this. Why does she ever get sick of eating the same thing all the time? Oh, wait, I forget I said... Wait, which man are we going to? Oh! We gotta go back... I misread that. We actually have to go back to the seafront. Whoops. Nier Automata... This is the original Nier. Nier Automata is a sequel to this. The original game was kind of split between in Japan. It was originally Nier Gestalt or Nier Replicant, depending on which system you bought it on. I'm pretty sure on PS3 it was PS3 was Replicant and Gestalt was Xbox 360. But in the West, they just took Gestalt and they said, "All right, we're gonna release Gestalt on every platform, on both platforms, PS3 and 360." Has nothing to do with Automata. I'm pretty sure they're sequels in like a sort of cosmic sense, like they're in the same universe. It's kind of like, I'm pretty sure it from what I've read, like it's a sequel in the same sense that Nier is a sequel to Drakengard. Like, it's like saying Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 9 have something in common. Yeah, they're both Final Fantasies, right? Doesn't that count? No, but I think this one's a bit closer. I think I think Automata takes place in the same universe as Nier. I don't know. We'll figure that out eventually when I acquire Automata and play Automata, which will be, I'll start looking into potentially buying Automata when we're done with Nier. And probably getting the Replicant remake as well. Now, my thing is, am I going to play Automata, or am I going to play the Replicant remake first? That's the question. I'm slightly worried that the stuff they're adding, I'm sort of thinking that I should probably play Automata first. Because the stuff they're adding to Replicant, the Replicant remake, might have, like, expected you to have played Automata. Because the whole reason they're doing the Replicant remake in the first place is because a lot of people got into the Nier franchise through Automata. And, like, they've never played the original Nier. Like the original Nier went, like, super under the radar. People just did not know it was a thing. And so, like, a lot of people, like, oh, they got into it because of Automata. You who's never played a single Final Fantasy game? Yeah, Final Fantasy is an interesting franchise to get into. Like, because you can pick any Final Fantasy to play and have that be your first Final Fantasy, because they don't really link. Like, none of them link. The only ones that link are, like, there are certain ones that do link, but they're usually within, like, the same... Like, for example, like, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2, those link. And, like, the Final Fantasy 13 games, those link. But, like, you don't have to play Final Fantasy, like, 4 to play Final Fantasy 5, for example. They don't link. They don't link like that. So you could literally just pick a final... You can pick any of them and be like, okay, I'm gonna play this Final Fantasy. And, like, as for me, the only one I've really played was 5. And I like 5. 5 was really good. A lot of people don't seem to like... Like, I've heard, like, things like, oh, like 5 is one of the weaker ones, but I liked 5. Like, in the whole of the franchise, I've heard that 5 is one of the weaker ones. Hey, thank you for the host, Lum. The host and the raid. What were you guys up to in Lum's stream? How's it going, Lum? What were you guys up to in your neck of the woods? What were you guys up to? And yes, welcome Raiders, welcome, welcome. We're currently doing a side quest in Nier, while talking about Final Fantasy, apparently. You know, things are just, you know, things are going peachy over here. Well, we were also talking about Automata, Nier Automata, and like how it may or may not link to this game. I don't know, because I don't know anything about the franchise. Hey, here's the ore you wanted. Oh, thank you. Now maybe my girl will let me hold her hand. Here's the money for the material, and a little extra for your time. Damn, son! 30,000 gold. Huh? Hold on, man. This is way too much. Are you kidding? That's before I cost you on the open market. Only threw in a few coins for your trouble. It's really that expensive? Hey, I learned my lesson last time. From now on, it's nothing but the best for my girl. The human soul is an unfathomable thing indeed. Yeah, even to me.
Do you think it possible that this man is being deceived by his lover?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Then we shall inform him at once.
We'd better not.
Why not? Have you finally found someone you're unwilling to aid?
Relationships are complicated. I know it's hard to understand, but...
There is nothing in the world that Grimoire Weiss cannot understand.
I don't know about that. Yeah, Chief.
Hey.
So yeah, basically, his girlfriend was basically a gold digger. And we're kind of helping perpetuate that. So, you know, that's nice. But I think that with that should be all the side quests in the first part of the game. So we can finally crack on with the story some more. Oops. Oh, there's Big and Ugly is still there. We're gonna, like... the medicinal herb. Okay. Holy fudge, that's a new one. No, I think I saw that like once last time. For the most part, that's pretty new from Big and... Now, you might be questioning yourself, why am I ignoring him? It's because I have fought him a few times. It's a pretty long, like, at the point I'm at currently, it's a pretty long, windy, like, long, grindy-ish fight that doesn't really have much benefit. I think the last two times I fought him, I did get a word of power, but I think one time before that, I got nothing, and I was like, well, the amount of effort it takes to kill him versus the potential reward is... I think it's at the point we're at currently, I think it'd just be better to ignore him. So we're gonna ignore him.
The Black Scrawl's here too?
That guy's in disbelief. He says that every time we pass him. It's like, the Black Scroll's here too? It's like, buddy, you need to get over that. Yes, it's been here. It's going to be here. You need to get over that. Alright. Finally time to go to the Forest of Myth. That required... they said it was in the north. So yeah, it's in the north. Oh, something to harvest here. Hold on. Eventually, I'll see if I have any good, if I have any good materials for upgrading. I should really look into that, but that would require going to the junk heap. You know what? Junk heap's junk heap you get to from this area, so we could do it. We could take a side. I mean, we got sidetracked before. Might as well get sidetracked again. No. Let's try to remain. Let's try to at least do what I promised. And I said we were gonna get to the Forest of Myth today. Let's at least get to the Forest of Myth today. I don't know if we'll get much done in the Forest of Myth, but we'll at least get there. Alright. We could help. We could help take out the shades here. Oh man, I'm getting... There we go. Where'd my boar go? Here he is. I think those shades are gonna... Are those shades gonna kill the boar, or the boar gonna kill the shades? I don't know, but Kaine's getting involved, so... We should be cool with the boar, right? I don't think he'll kill us. I could kill him, but... I don't know if I'll get him good. I think we gotta go up here to get to where I'm... Yes, we do. We do have to go up here. Actually, no, we didn't. Whatever. We were supposed to stay down there. That's okay. We'll just hop off here. And go through this gate, which I think was previously closed. I think I did like pop over here and like, oh, that gate's closed, so I guess I ignored it. That's not, that's kind of ominous. That
Sure is quiet here.
too
Such
quiet.
silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, that cloud pattern in the
That's what
background
I
is
love
kind of
about you, Vice. You're such an optimist.
the pinnacle of
That's
optimism. Oh, I cut him off. It might continue after the save. I hope it does. It did not. God dang it. It was too premature. Spirit capsule. What does that do? And the Grimoire Vice. Items, all items. What is a spirit capsule? Halves damage from magical attacks for 60 seconds. Oh, so it's a better version of Spirit Drop. Does that mean that there's a strength capsule, magic capsule, defense capsule too? Probably. That's the guy I was supposed to talk to. What about these people?
Hey,
Hello? Real bright and talkative, Popola. I mean...
hi there.
Hey! I guess we need to talk to the chief? Oh, that's a waste. It's a very small area, jeez. Alright, let's go talk to the chief, because apparently there's not much else we could do. Let's break this box, then talk to the chief. Beware! Beware! The words! The words? What do you mean? Contagious words! Those who dream! Those who dream? Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way. It is not quizzical! What's going on here? The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes. Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you? I'm Bobtron. This is Vice. We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help. The villagers stared at Bobtron and Vice. If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream. They couldn't have animated this? Maybe the remake will have the like an actual animation of this instead of having to read it. How's that again? The villager explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream. I'm trying the Globetrotter. We are certainly trotting this globe. Or what's left of this world, at least. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease caused the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly. Why is the text so huge? Now see here, he said. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream? Well, yes, said the mayor. I think you have. Oh, crap, said Bobtron. So that means we've caught the Death Dream? Before the mayor could confirm Bobtron's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage. Ridiculous! Preposterous! Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level! I don't even recall falling asleep! The mayor attempted to take Vice's complaints in stride. That's just how the Death Dream works, he says, brushing aside the book's remarks. Right, my remarks shall not be brushed aside, fool! And it would behoove you to remember that this world allows me to view all of its narration. He's actually breaking the fourth wall and reading the narrator. The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Bobtron had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village. Something else must have caused you to enter my dream, said the mayor. A certain conversation, a specific word, something. Bobtron and Vice racked their brains, but they could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter. Too many meaningless conversations. Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations. The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gas bag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly. Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens. I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Bobtron like a contagion. Wait, said Bobtron suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. Well, he must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? Beware the dream? Those who dream? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, pointing out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Bobtron's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Bobtron. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stubbed tracing lines along a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping it off at the tip. I mean, is he angry? I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. I mean, that is a reasonable... I mean, that depends. I guess he knows he's dreaming, so it's a lucid dream. So, I guess... He can't, like, wake up, I guess. Alright. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular. And it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. The mayor's voice took on a note of steely determination. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Bobtron nodded in agreement. Oh, wait a second, I didn't nod. Why are you... Look, oh god, now the story is taking control of us. Oh no, the story is taking control. Look, if we could be of any help, said Bobtron, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Vice. The Grimoire looked from Bobtron to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. But he doesn't have a face, he's a book! Wait a minute, it's a book, he doesn't even have a face! Grimoire Vice's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right! I had no idea you were coming! The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. That's not good. I know that's being metaphorical, but he's like, I almost forgot what breathing was like. Man, this is actually kind of nice. Good luck, you two. He called at the departing forms of Bobtron and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Bobtron slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Bobtron's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been very confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. Okay, so we're getting lost. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Bobtron to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Bobtron snapped. You know what, Weiss? He cried. Go to hell! We're stopping. I need to rest for a few minutes before I throw up. Bobtron leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so goddamn big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. As if infuriated by his lack of respect, every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out with a volume that rattled his teeth. Bobtron slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss! What the hell is going on? Bobtron could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Bobtron's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Well, that's good, at least. Hesitantly, Bobtron removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree! 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 Shack! 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 Chee! 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 Woo woo wooma! Woo woo wooma! Chic chic chic! Chic chic! Chic chic chic! As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Bobtron began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white. you enjoyed my my insect noises? Yeah, it's like, okay. Yeah, me doing nature sounds. It's like, yep, that's definitely what nature sounds like. Yeah, for sure. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Bobtron began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. One with it suffers. Two with it is ideal. Three with it is dangerous. What is it? Oh, it's a riddle. Oh, no. Okay. By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. This kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. Oh, thanks, Vice. One with it suffers. Two with it is ideal. Three with it is dangerous. What is it? A secret? Inwardly, it wouldn't have been a woman, because two people with a woman would be, like, how would that be ideal? Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Bobtron sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Bobtron like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Bobtron moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I could be one with the nature. Yes, I definitely have the skills to blend in vocally. Absolutely. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Bobtron after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Again, like, I'm hoping in the remake, all this is actually, like, animated in, like, a series, like, in, at the very least, in cutscenes. Unless there's a specific purpose as to why it's not in a cutscene, and it's, in the form of a story. Like, unless there's a very specific reason, I think I would appreciate this better to be, like, at the very least, a series of cutscenes. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Bobtron picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Light. Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. Bobtron grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He was right after all. This one is pretty easy. Yeah, even I got it, without even thinking about it. It's gotta be light. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight, yeah. Well, that works too. I was thinking just light in general. Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Cried Bobtron, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Someone who wants to live alone. Very, not that hard to determine, right? Bobtron walked it over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Bobtron, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end the night with 3. What am I? Man! I've heard this one before. Bobtron tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Bobtron. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end the night with 3. What am I? Man. Because a man, I've heard this one before. It refers to, the 4 legs is like a baby crawling on the ground. And that's early in the life. And then 2 legs because, they're walking upright. A table? I mean, no. The 2 legs because, they're walking upright as an adult. And then 3, it's 3 at night because towards the end of your life when you're an older person, you might have to use a cane. So therefore 3 legs. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor! Cried Bobtron. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. You saw... Wait, you saw what? That's a... oh my, Achievement Slayer. Someone ends up breaking 2 legs in the afternoon because they thought it could hold up 2 people in the mission. It's 3 because you only have enough wood to fix 1 leg. Alright. I haven't heard that version. That's an interesting version. That's an interesting way, version of it. Wait, you saw what? I'm sorry, I don't understand the thing you just said. It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Bobtron watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. Bobtron and Vice returned to the forest entrance. They found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy!" he cried. "You made it! You actually made it back!" His left hand grasped Bobtron's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. "Hey, Atilson, you've caught us in storybook time, because apparently this part of the game is not animated at all. I kind of hope the remake. I was saying this before. I kind of hope in the remake, they actually, at the very least, make this a series of cutscenes rather than having to read it again. You don't think so? Oh, it's like the other thing is, unless there's a very specific reason why it's a storybook rather than it's a creative choice by Yoko Taro, okay. Well, if it wasn't a budgetary thing, it was something Yoko Taro actually decided to do. Alright. That makes sense then. There's like an actual specific reason. Gah! By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Bobtron withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. How are you doing today, Atilson? I don't think I asked you that already. The mayor's face beamed as Bobtron filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Wait a second! That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Yeah, Yoko Taro, why would we do that? Had some congee and pork buns? What's congee? This is one hell of a story. This is one hell of a story indeed, Yoko Taro. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool! Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Bobtron and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Oh, rice porridge! Ah, interesting. I don't think I've ever had rice in the form of a porridge. I've had rice, like I like rice. Rice is good. Like, what, like... Okay. Have you forgotten, continued Vice? It is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. It's kind of similar to gruel. I don't think I've had gruel either. I've had oatmeal. How similar is it to oatmeal? No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I've felt tired since I was in prison here. It's warmer? You've only had cold oatmeal before? I suppose you could have oatmeal cold. I've only ever had oatmeal hot. His words were cut off by a loud, long yarn. And he remembered that. You don't know then? I'm sure it's probably similar to oatmeal and them. Probably just, it depends on what what grain you're using to, like, have it with. Like, oatmeal is clearly oats. I don't know what's in gruel. And then rice porridge is clearly rice. His words were cut off by a loud, long yarn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour. Or a year. Oh, I had some beef in it, too? Interesting. I never had, like, beef in... Never had beef in oatmeal. Like, oatmeal is more like a breakfast thing. So yeah, that's another difference. That's another difference right there. Try kanji sometime? I'll have to look into that, maybe. When they were woke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Oh, good. The land is loading back. I'm assuming what happened there was just they faded to black, but like the scene didn't change at all. Like we were just standing there next to the mayor the entire time. They just faded to black. That's probably what happened. Bobtron shook the mayor's shoulder gently. No budget for cutscene. Apparently, it wasn't that there was no budget. Apparently, it was a creative choice by Yoko Taro. Bobtron shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. We made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did. I'm back. He saved money by not having to do a cutscene. There we go. He blinked once, twice, as though not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream had started to spread throughout our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. I started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs, as if trying to remember how they work, then glanced upon... Okay, so it must be a creative choice if they do it again in Automata. Because Automata had a way bigger budget than this game did. It must totally be a creative choice. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, and then glanced at Bobtron and shrugged. Without a word, the fighter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to. A wry smile crossed the mayor's lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure. Advice? For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, what advice? We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods. The words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Oh boy. I might have to smite your holy tree because I need that sealed verse. Bobtron and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Bobtron mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle, and the mysterious words he had left with them. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world? Lost in thought, he stayed in the space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is gonna sound weird, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Bobtron tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Déjà vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Bobtron gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. I wish I understood what the hell was going on here. Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like he's not entirely out of the death dream yet. That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all. Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life. This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered. I know. That's why I have to help the other villagers no matter what. Dark Execution. What does that do? Summons all the magical spikes from the ground. I remember that one from the tutorial. I didn't like it that much. For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort. Yeah, I just had to read a story. It was fine. Yes. All a touch too easy, if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village. You think too much, Vice. I'm only slightly worried that talking to these guys is going to trigger more stories. Let's see what happens. I'm going to save first. Like we're gonna get caught in their death dreams. Let's see what happens. And another victim. This work certainly is trying. Oh God, I don't want to read another story right now. I don't really have time for that. Well, I'll have to do that next time. This whole area is reading. Alright. Well, it looks like technically, if I went to the map, it looks like technically the other two are optional. Because it looks like you could just leave at this point.